what's good, everyone? Louis Angel right here with A Mine. And listen, check this out. I got my good friend here, Dr. Fei Bi Liu. As you guys know, I was going to bring you these videos. They're called Success Mentor. It's a new series that I'm just creating right now. And this is actually my first one. So welcome, Dr. Fei Bi Liu. I'm so glad that you could be here.
It's a pleasure, Louis.
Thanks, man. And listen, as you guys know, I'm always just looking out for who I can associate myself around that are going to just uplift me and push me forward to just go out there and succeed in life, right? And I got to tell you guys this. Dr. Fei Bi Liu, you've just been a huge mentor of mine personally for the past 4 or 5 years, and what you have taught me has just changed my life. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, and I know that I couldn't be here today at the level of success that I have so far without your help. So I just really appreciate everything you've done. From the different things that we've done together, we've traveled the country. We've gone up to up Northern California. We've gone up to Las Vegas. You're the first one that took me to Vegas. We've gone to Oklahoma, Florida, and then pretty soon you're gonna help me to get to New York. And hopefully we can travel the world pretty soon as well. So just thank you so much, man.
Yeah. Well, Louis, I would like to take credit as saying someone that was like a mentor to you, but I've always felt like I was like your big brother, and over the years, I've seen you literally enlarge your capacity, enlarge your mind, and the things that you've been able to do and the things that you're able to learn. In fact, I feel like I'm many times learning from you. In fact, I am learning from you. I learned from you from a lot of things, and the stuff that you've been doing, going to Mind Challenge, the memory competition that's going to happen here, and know you're going to do great things from that. And it's an incredible honor that I was able to be able to sponsor you. So yeah, all this stuff that you've been doing on YouTube and AE Mind, I mean, sometimes it just blows my mind. So it's a privilege. It's quite honored that you could consider me a mentor. It's my pleasure.
Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. And for those of you that don't know him, because I know he's actually starting to become famous in the YouTube. He has his own YouTube channel, youtube.com/SkinPerfectBrothers. And that's pretty much a YouTube channel that you've created to show your customers and also everyone else that wants to just check out your channel, right? About skincare, about all the treatments that you do here, because he's actually a very successful skincare doctor right here in Walnut, California, Southern California. And he's been doing this for what, like 8 years or so?
Yeah, I've been doing this for 8 years. Kind of started on my own from ground up.
Cool, man. And I just want to know, because you're right now at the top of your game, and I just want to know your story. Like, where did it all happen? Start from even where you came from, because you have an interesting story with you and your family.
Yeah, like I always tell people I'm MIT, which stands for Made in Taiwan. Originally came from there. It came here in 1981. Came from a very immigrant family, poor. My dad is a Christian minister. And basically, my dad had a dream of coming to the United States with 4 children. I have 3 older brothers. And we learned English, couldn't speak a word.
Right.
And over the years, just been able to prosper here in the United States.
Oh, cool. And that journey, though, from, being over there to now over here, what was, like, the biggest shift that you saw from growing up out there and, and now you being here? What was the biggest shift in just, like, a scenery, environment, things like that?
Well, I know one of the biggest shifts for me when I came to America, I noticed how this country was so vast and so great. And one of the very first places I really wanted to go was to go to Disneyland. And
now we have that in our backyard, huh?
Yeah, now I live right next to Disneyland. And I think part of it was because the idea that I had a sense that there was a limitless possibility living in this country, that I didn't really felt it was like that where we were coming from. Right. That we could literally do anything if we set our mind to it.
Right. And I kind of, I grew up here, right? I was born here, but my mom kind of has a similar background. She came from Mexico. She came here, she crossed the border illegally. But just her struggle and what she's gone through over the past, many years has just opened up my eyes to what big opportunities I have here. Then instead of, if I was born over, down southern of the border, I wouldn't have had as big of an opportunity as I do now.
That's true. I think a lot of people who are what I call immigrant citizens, we all relate to that.
Right.
that fact that this is the land of opportunity and dreams.
Exactly, man. And that's one of the things that I like to share with my viewers all the time, just to go out there and pursue your dreams, pursue your goals. Now, right here, let's talk about your skincare facility,
Yeah.
right? Very successful. You've been running for 8 years. Kind of talk about the process of just starting a business for those people out there that kind of don't even know what that feels like.
Well, starting a business, the main thing is you really have to dream. You have to believe that it's possible. You really have to kind of step out of your comfort zone, and you have to have an idea that germinates in your mind, and you kind of have to think about it all the time until that dream, what I call theater dream, or that impossibility, kind of goes into your DNA, and then over time, you just can't stop it. It just happens.
It just cultivates.
Yeah,
right?
it cultivates. Yeah.
And when you started the business, did you see that it was going to get as successful as it's been over the past few years?
Well, I remember when I called one of my buddies up. His name was Martin Reyes. I called him in the coffee shop. I just told him, hey, listen, I'm going to start this skincare clinic. It's going to be awesome. And the corporation wasn't even formed at that time. I just finished graduating from medical school. I wore a T-shirt that said Skin Perfect, and I wore a cap that said Slender Choice.
Kind of like I do with the A Mind.
Yeah, kind of like what you do with the A Mind, exactly.
Cool.
And it's just an idea, and I said, hey, this is going to be my company one day. I'm going to do this laser skincare at this big company. And after we started business in 2004, in our first year in business, we did almost $2 million in gross revenue. And that was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was. It must have been. And I know Martin personally as well, and just to be in his shoes, he was probably very happy, for you as well. At the same time, I'm pretty sure you've had some people that told you, it wasn't gonna work out for you, right? How was that? And did you have any of those type of people in your life?
Yeah, I had, the traditional family. They love you. They're just more concerned. It's like, what? You don't want to work. You don't want to get a job. You want to open a skincare facility. They had some doubts, but my family, they're really supportive. They were there to dream, so they did support me in my endeavors. But definitely, I had classmates and some friends who thought I was crazy, like to try to start a business, especially if it was going to cost me like hundreds of thousands of dollars to get it started.
Wow, man. And that's even the crazier part, just the business in and of itself, several $100,000, right? To start.
It costs about $300,000.
And nowadays we can start a business online, for a few $100, which is ridiculous,
Yes.
right?
I had to borrow money from my brother. He actually lent me. He took the equity from his house, the loan, to help support me to start this endeavor.
Wow.
And I was proud to say I was able to pay him back within a year.
Cool, man. That's awesome. And what has been one of your biggest accomplishments so far with the skincare company that you've had?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest accomplishments is that we were able to grow it into a several clinic franchise, and we were able to kind of sell off two of the clinics.
Okay.
But more importantly, I feel the fulfillment of having an idea and then pursuing my passion and see it come to fruition, and see that although I have maybe 25, 30 employees, to see that I'm actually contributing and helping their livelihood. So that's been making me feel really good about that, and to know that I make a difference in people's wrinkles.
That's awesome.
That's
too.
pretty good.
Yeah, that's one of the services you do, like Botox. He does laser hair removal, all kinds of different interesting things. Now, keeping up with the success theme, right? We're gonna actually end this interview real soon, but before we do, actually, I want to thank you. At the same time, I just want you to see if you can share 5 biggest tips, success tips. Maybe, as you know, I do Accelerate and Empower Mind. I help people accelerate and empower their minds. See if you can give 5 empowering tips to our viewers.
Okay, well, I would say number 1, always dare to dream. If you have a dream out there, or a belief, or a vision, go and let that germinate, let that be part of you, and keep thinking about that. Then when that dream goes, take a piece of paper and just write on a piece of paper, chicken scratch it, and make little objects like T-shirts or hats, so that the dream is more tangible. And kind of like you here with the T-shirt, I know that's going to be a $1 billion brand one day.
Thanks, man.
I love that. So yeah, make a plan for that, and then
So that's 2, right?
that's 2. Okay, so
Plan.
dare to dream, write out a plan for that, And number 3, take action. Now you could take little steps or large steps, but just take some action to make that plan happen. Begin to move forward. And I would say number 4, get around the right people, from people who you can learn from, mentors, or audiobooks, or personal development, or this video that you're watching. Cool. So you want to get around good information or good people who can mentor you in the process.
Right, just like I did with hanging around with him, just being around him. I mean, my brain is absorbed so much just by being around Phoebe. So that's a huge tip right there, man.
Oh, thank you, Louis. And number 5, I would say, once you have that in place, just don't give up. Have the discipline of believing that you can do it. Have the discipline of believing that you can make the impossible possible.
Right.
And just believe that you can accelerate and empower your mind if you put your heart to it.
Cool, man. I thank you so much for being the first
All
one
right.
on
My
here
pleasure.
with A Mind, and I hope you guys love this, because I know I did, just by being here, being in the presence of Dr. Fei Bi Liu, which is huge. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. And any last words you want to give to the audience, Phoebe?
Well, I would just say, the world is out there for you to be able to achieve all your dreams and all your goals. Believe that you can do it, and also believe that this man right here, my buddy Louis, he's one of the best persons I know, and I want to thank you for making this video. And can I have your permission to put it on my webpage as well?
Oh, for sure, man.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
for
that's
sure.
good.
All right,
So,
cool. Thanks, man.
All right.
All right, see you guys on the next video. Peace out. Let's go.